how we got started. Me and Clayton met back in 10th grade, and we both had similar like what's the word for it?
Interest in music?
Yeah, interest in
Taste.
music, and we both sort of found out that we play guitar, and so we got together and just played some on the weekends, just as a a hobby, or and eventually we decided like, oh, let's make a band, and
Like, yeah.
your mom suggested to my mom uh, Sam being able to play drums, and that how he really is into metal music and things of that sort, and we auditioned him here, and he played very fucking well. Like, it was really really good, and it really blew me away how fast he knew the songs, and within a few weeks we already had like 7 new songs, and
You know,
it's all
That's not
thanks to this guy.
exaggerating.
And as far as the name goes, we all sort of didn't really sit down and come up with a name like it.
we tried.
We tried,
A bunch
did
of
not work
times.
out.
but like Clayton kept like reminding me of the song "Yellow Ledbetter" by Pearl Jam, and the name just sort of clicked with Ledbetter, so we just sort of went with that. There's no real reason behind the name. We just liked the name and went with it.
So yeah, I started playing music when I was about 10 years old, around there. And well, my dad was a drummer. My actual dad, he lived in Florida and stuff, and he was like telling me about all his past drumming and stuff, and so I thought that was really cool, and so I figured I would start drumming and stuff. So I started taking lessons and just practiced a lot every day, and got in the band at school, and that taught me a lot of stuff also. But yeah, all in all, I've been playing drums around 6 years since I was 10. So yeah.
I got into music when I was 10, sort of. I took 2 guitar lessons and I hated it. I don't know why I hated guitar lessons, but I just hated it. And I didn't touch a guitar again until I was 15. And I didn't take lessons. I taught myself how to play. I'd look up tabs for songs I liked, and I just sort of put together chords and stuff after that. And then I looked up stuff later about theory and all that stuff. And then been playing for 3.5 years. And me and Cody have been playing for 2, almost 2.
How I got into music was, it started out like when I grew up. I wasn't really around a lot of like rock or anything like that. Like, my parents are really southern, so they listen to a lot of country, and my grandmother is a very very good country singer, and she taught me vocal lessons and stuff like that when I was younger, and then my dad eventually introduced me into like Aerosmith and Metallica and stuff like that, and like brings up that whole sitting in front of a mirror watching yourself sing kind of thing. And then I didn't ever touch a guitar until about maybe when I was 15, 16, something like that. But I was never really all that great at it. And then eventually I found out Clayton, played guitar, and he was really, really, really good at it, and which prompted me to pick my guitar back up again and start playing. Eventually we started playing with each other, and I got into bass, playing the bass shortly after that, and I just sort of stuck with it. So, I guess just the way I got into music was mainly my grandmother and him. Why we, all three of us, like to play music, I can't really answer for those two, but I guess how anybody really likes to play music is just because of the feel that you get for it. If you make like a really good song, or if you're listening to that one song that I guess defines you or something like that, to say it in a cheesy sense or somewhat, like when we play our music, it derives of each of
Lots of different things.
each of us have our own sort of thing,
Everybody brings a different influence to the
Yeah.
band.
yeah, and that's how we form most of our songs. Like, we don't really even know what genre we are. Some of our stuff is experimental metal, but
Every song is different.
every one of our songs are really different. Like, with me, I'm into Pink Floyd, Nirvana, and
Doors.
the Doors and stuff like that, and I'll bring my lyrics to the table, and then Clayton's into,
Rise Against, Foo Fighters, Metallica.
and
They don't really go together, but
and
I
he
make it
fuses
work.
all that into with his guitar, and he brings that table, and then Sam's like into
Like Under Oath and I don't know.
Aaron
like
Gillespie.
Under Oath and like
Yeah, period.
like
That's all you need.
like really heavy drumming. That's what Sam's into, and we bring that all together, and it
Yeah.
sounds really good.
Kind of just forms its
But-
own genre. All three of us put together.
Yeah,
We've been
like,
trying to think of what to call it since we started, and we don't know.
I'm telling you, we'll make a new genre. Call it glunk.
You've been saying that since me and you've been playing. Like before we even made a song together,
But
you were like, we gotta make a new genre.
in the main aspect, like, I guess the reason we play is because like it's just like we're not really outgoing as far as like putting a message out to somebody. Like it's just more of like, oh, let's just go play music and see where it goes.
We have fun for ourselves.
Yeah, like
It's all about us. Everyone, just us.
we
three.
don't care about you at all. Like we really don't.
We hate our fans because we have fans. Is the point?
I mean, if we didn't have fans, I mean, what, all 45 of them?
four. Yeah,
4. Yeah, half of those are just family members or.
Not mine.
I feel like this is going downhill.
Oh yeah.
We like to play music. I mean, if we get fans halfway through it, we're thankful for it, but we just sort of stick to our own set of angels, I guess.